Hey guys, Brassvax here. This is my shot timer of, honestly, I think it's over 11 years now. And it's the Pro Timer BT or Pocket Pro or the shot timer that most people just used for a while. It's been through snow, rain, bumps, drops, mud, everything in between, and a embarrassing number of, hey, yo, you, catch. And then the yo, you did in fact not catch, and then it slammed into the ground. So it's perhaps no surprise that this thing is basically broken. It's toast. So I need a new shot timer.
This video is sponsored by Blue Alpha. Throughout this video, you'll see me using this belt here quite a bit. It's a Blue Alpha lightweight belt, which is somehow both the lightest and most rugged belt I currently own. And yes, I do own a lot of belts. Somehow, I don't even know why. I'm not even the biggest fan of belts. But I have mine configured very straightforward with soft pistol and rifle mag pouches. Usually I don't like soft pouches because they tend to collapse and don't allow for one-handed reinserts, which is a major quality of life. But these have sort of rigid sections to somewhat mitigate that, and they do work decently well in this regard. While the med pouch on the back is not Blue Alpha, that will be changing real soon with the new Blue Alpha med pouch. Oh, and how can we forget the star of the show, the thing that actually probably makes me enjoy this belt more than anything else, and that's going to be the inner belt. The Blue Alpha inner belt is far more rigid and high quality compared to any of the other inner belts I own, so it's now the inner belt for all my other belts, right? So, yeah. Alright, thanks for sponsoring the video, Blue Alpha. Back to shot timers. So, of course, I could just buy another Pro Timer BT, but that would be too simple now, would it? And despite my long companionship with this thing, I actually do have a lot of issues with it. The beeper is so quiet, sometimes I can't hear it on a busy range. In sub-freezing temperatures, it struggles to generate enough voltage to keep the screen functioning to the point where the device actually begins to input lag or freeze, so you see multiple displays displayed at the same time. It burns through batteries at really accelerated rates, and every time you pull the battery out, the whole device will reset to factory settings, so then you have to reprogram it with your lagging screen. In general, it's terrible. Maybe lithium 9 volts would solve my problem here, as I think they're a little more robust in these environments, but not only do they cost like 15 bucks a pop, I also just really don't want to use something that uses 9 volt in 2025.
It's got the knife hands. Homie forgot to move.
Fuck, yeah.
The PAC Club Timer 3 is the other timer I've used continuously for quite some time. And while it seems to be a bit more robust, specifically in the cold, it has the same Achilles heel, yet yes, there's more issues, where the sensitivity setting that can pick up suppressed shots from the belt line, where you typically put your shot timer if you're shooting solo, overlaps with the volume level of the jostling of the device, and definitely when you remove it from whatever it's clipped into as the clip kind of slams into the housing, adding an extra shot to your string. You could, of course, then just leave it on your belt and you just look down at the top monitor, but the screen on both of these devices are surprisingly hard to read at distance, especially in very bright daylight settings. It also uses 9-volt batteries, so yeah. Now, obviously, completely workable issues. I clearly managed for over 10 years, but these are $156 and $120 PCB boards and clamshells, and they're not significantly cheaper than some of the newer digital shot timers out on the market. So, thank you for your service, Blue Injection Molded Square, but I need a better shot timer. A couple honorable mentions before we get started, which, sidebar, I was mostly using Amazon just to kind of look through the market, but weirdly, look at this. This is all sponsored results. Seriously? Yeah, anyway. Browsing through these, we see some pretty good deals with this Kranix. I'm not familiar with this company, nor have I ever seen or tried one, but hypothetically, hey, it actually seems pretty good. Same rough concept as the Pro Timer and the PAC Club Timer, but it's $100 on sale, which might be the takeaway from this video. Honestly, go buy the $100 one. For me though, 9-volt battery, instant abort. I also considered this AMG Commander shot timer. It's very popular at USPSA matches due to its practice score direct integration, and as a result, I have a good bit of practice both using and troubleshooting this thing, and in general, it's a decent timer. I actually really like the software UI with this thing, and it seems very designed for a modern competitive shooter. That being said, it seems to be designed exclusively for match usage. It doesn't come with a clip-in system, and even if you buy an aftermarket one, there is no top-facing screen, so you're going to have to unclip it every single time you want to, check your score or time. So, not really what I'm after.
Things are not looking good at all. Your deck size is small. You just drew a card. Did hop mom.
Push glasses up on nose. You've fallen right into my trap because I have assembled all 6 pieces of
Mech
35-ton Jenner 2C.
Woo!
Kill me.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, you're about to next turn, but like, no, kill me.
Next up on the Shot Timer Brass Facts Extravaganza, the Shooter Global Timer Go 1 or something, whatever. From the get-go, a word of warning. As you buy it, the base model comes with just a belt attachment system that sort of one wraps into your, battle belt. It's great in this regard and doesn't move very much, and it even has a clunky QD system for if you want to detach it and maybe hold it up to a suppressed gun or something. The issue here is I don't always use a belt. So don't do as I did and spend the extra $10 for a removable clip so you can use it without a battle belt in both settings. The SG Pro actually fixes a lot of the issues I had with the old school Shot Timer. Right out of the get-go, it's just significantly smaller than these clunky plastic Fantastics, and it's almost an instant buy on that alone. It's got a bigger, higher contrast screen that can be easily seen from the belt line. It works in the cold, it's USB rechargeable, it actually has very good battery life, and the beep consistently gives me genuine hearing damage as I was filming this video and it kept going off indoors. The upside and the downside of this thing is that it's brutally simple. It only has 2 buttons, so it's actually very easy to use, but you can't change any of the settings. You need an app for that. Of course you need an app. It's 2025, everything has an app. And this app is also a social media app because why wouldn't it be a social media app? Everything is a social media app. But honestly, the blinking process is fairly straightforward, and with about 2 minutes you can have this thing good to go with a couple settings for both a suppressed gun, unsuppressed gun, and maybe indoor usage. And that's what I did, and I was about to uninstall the app, never to use it again, but then I started fiddling with the app, and it's better than I thought. Not the social media part, that can go ahead and die in a fire. While there's technically a lot here, what really stands out is the quick stage feature. Now this might be a bit niche given that it's a competition-centric feature, but hey, you're watching a video about shot timers, probably, 10 minutes in at this point. Big Prank already has you in his grasp. Here, I can set up, let's just say hypothetically, 4 paper, 2 steel, because that's what fits in the back of my car. You'd go ahead, start the timer, do your course of fire, it loads the timer from the shot timer to the phone, and the UI makes it easy to input alphas, charlies, and deltas, and then at the end of that, it'll poop out a hit factor and some other stats. Hit factor, or scores per second for those that talk to women, is an excellent way to see in the moment how your trade-off of speed versus accuracy is going and to kind of shift back and forth between them with an accurate way to see it in the moment. It's also a more nuanced way to see how well you stack up against other competitive shooters on a standardized drill. Really, it's the best way to quantify how you're doing on scoreable paper than vibes-based methods that I know most of you are doing. You can even go even more balls out and go to the online page. Yes, we're now 3 degrees of Kevin Bacon removed from our shot timer, and Build-A-Bear a sort of 3D stage if you plan on setting your own Renegade matches up. Which sure as hell beats doing this on paper and then desperately trying to explain to your friends what the hell your chicken scratch actually means, or finding out that your stage design doesn't actually work in real life and you can shoot the entire stage from a single position.
Terrible. Alpha Charlie, Alpha Charlie, Alpha Charlie, Alpha Charlie. Didn't work.
There is a small problem here. This workflow sucks. At bare minimum, it's just tedious to double fist a phone, a shot timer, all while trying to do drills. Worse yet, I have giga ADHD, so every time I pull out my cell phone, I'm like, oh look, someone has messaged me, and I'll go respond to them instead of actually doing any kind of shooting. So that's just disastrous for my productivity. Worse yet, if you have some internet connection but not zero, this whole app will completely lock up and have an aneurysm as it tries to load all this crap on the back end with what little cellular service you have. So then you need to go into airplane mode and, tell it to shut up, or maybe there's a setting somewhere I couldn't find it, I don't care. Worse yet, the phone has to be active, like on, right? Not sleep screen. In order for the shot timer to actually want to send data to this. If you turn this off, if I just do this, and you open it up, and right, it's triggering the shot, you can see, right? Nothing has happened on the phone. Which means, in practice, the kind of workflow you have to execute with this is take the phone out, set up the stage, hit the start button on the shot timer, Once this is going, turn this off, shove this in a pocket, make it go away, grab your gun, and go shoot. That might kind of work if you are the one running the shot timer for someone else. If you are by yourself, which is, what I am most of the time, in more ways than one, that is like almost an impossible workflow unless I have like dedicated gear to make this happen. I don't know about you, but I'm not dealing with that. That is way too much of a pain in the butt. So yeah, I think I shall just be sticking with this device and using it as a regular shot timer. And in that regard, I think it's a perfectly serviceable product. Unfortunately, I have the bug now. Now that I've used that, mini match feature or stage feature, it turns out I actually really like it, even when it's the most janky thing on planet Earth. So now what I really want is something that can do that feature, but right. No jank, no cell phone, just all packed in a single unit. And I think on Amazon I saw just the device that could do it, with this Kestrel shot timer.
Didn't even know this existed until recently. We got 2 LCD screens, more buttons than my radio, and it integrates with PracticeScore, so you can do all of this and above and host Renegade matches. This might be exactly what I'm looking for. A basic shot timer with the added function at no, never mind. Turns out this is just a shot timer. And all those extra buttons, screen real estate, and more is just for changing the settings, like sensitivity, profiles, and more. That's it. The one thing that actually makes most sense to be handled by an amp. If anyone has one of these and is aware of something that I'm missing here, let me know. But I am perplexed why anyone would spend $300 on this for what amounts to a basic shot timer with PracticeScore integration.
Long load.
It's me after my morning, it's me when with my coffee in the morning. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, it's been a long day. Or long load.
A long load. Oh, yay!
So it turns out SG has probably already gotten the exact criticism I've already bitched about, and then made the Go timer too. And it's exactly what I thought the Kestrel device was, an all-in-one training device. Now, it cost $320, god damn. But let's see if it's actually worth that amount of money.
Do you understand the course of fire? What is the course of fire?
I'm gonna make it up as I go along.
Cool.
Right out of the box, you'll notice that the plastic QD device has been replaced by this very stout clip that is magnetized to the back of the shot timer. Which, look, obviously there's more to this device justifying it to cost more than some handguns. But man, having my shot timer magnetized to me like a UNSC weapon retention system, okay, that's a pretty good start. I'll admit, you got me there. That's pretty cool. The SG Timer 2 has basically all the exact features the SG Timer 1 has, and with the addition of a single extra button, we can now program all of this on the fly. Volume, sensitivity, free shoot mode, match mode, stage director mode. We can change profiles, we can change the volume level. I think I've mentioned some of these. I think you get the point. Cool, whatever. So let's go into the match mode so you can kind of see what I mean by this. So we'll go up, shooting drill, right? So let's go set up shooting drill. You can program a bunch of them beforehand. I just edited it in here because I don't want to use the computer or phone app. So hit shooting drill, go to the shooting drill. Let's go set up a shooting drill. Targets, right? We'll go with 4 standard targets, 1 steel target, and then go back. Delay random, sure, good enough. So now we're on this, hover over start, and now I have a device that can do what I showed you earlier, but it's all in one. Start the timer, blow out my eardrums, plug my ears, fucking, let's put in a realistic score for me. 4 deltas, 2 misses, and we killed the hostage 4 times. Power factor minor, sure. It defaults the steel as being a hit because usually, you shoot the stage till you get all your hits. And then we'll go check out summary, and look at that, we have hit factor of 0. Okay, I shot the stage so bad that it rounded down to 0, but you get the point. It's worth noting it comes with this rubber overmold. You don't have to use it, but I'm a little too harsh on my gear not to wear some rubber.
Okay, this video on shot timers is dragging on. Let's just sum it up from my perspective, so as someone that's used all of them. While there is nothing wrong with your old school PCB clamshell timer, I used mine until it broke after all, If you're in the market for something new right now, the Shooter Global timers really seem to have cornered the market and offer some pretty nice upgrades. For only a double Whopper's cost over the legacy timer, the SG-1 one has a better form factor, great high contrast screen, doesn't use a 9-volt battery, and if you're dedicated enough, or you're shooting with friends, you can also use the phone app to get a lot of extra value with the stage feature. If buying a 36 pack of eggs doesn't make you flinch, and you find yourself doing a lot of scoreable shooting on paper, and the workflow of the SG-1 makes you want to put your hand in the Goonies blender, the SG Timer 2 really sort of is the best you can get. The ability to have all of that stuff from the one crammed into a single device is really quite nice. Also, the USB-C magnet. Okay, cool. Thanks for watching my most autistic niche video yet. See ya!
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, I know. That's the part you smell from. You smell her. Yeah. Yes, darling. Yes, darling. Snoof. Snoof. Big snoof. Big snoof. Such a snoofer. Such a snoofer, darling. Oh my goodness. I know, but I'm not really in the mood for that. But thank you. I know.